All right, let's take a look at Northern Lights hole 6. This plays as an island green. So the first goal is to get to the island safely. The second goal is don't go too long because, as you'll see in a minute here, there's some weird branches on the backside of the basket that can really cause you trouble. So you want to have some good distance control on this. And one of the keys I found, and shout out to my buddy Musket Balls for telling me about this, is default aim with the muskets at least works really well. So anymore, I don't touch the aim point at all. I just adjust the release angle for the wind. And as far as disc go, I think there's several that work really well, and there's probably more, I'm sure, but Accurate Roll Musket I think is probably the best for this hole. Accurate Windbreak would be the next best, and Accurate Roll Sapphire, if that's what you have in your bag. That one works, but it's a bit much of a disc. It starts to go long with certain tailwinds, get into trouble. So let's take a look with the Accurate Roll Musket. And again, I'm just going to leave the aim point at default, and with this wind I'm just going to pull straight back pretty much, and you should get over here rather nicely. I'd say that's pretty nicely. Can't beat a tap in. Well, you can get an ace, I guess. And I don't think the musket, well, maybe with a tailwind, maybe, but I don't think it's got quite enough distance for the ace run. But this is one where you really do want to be short. That OB line right there to the left is really tight, so you don't want to challenge that, and you don't want to be back here in this junk either. Gets really nasty, almost instant par. We'll take a look at the Accurate Windbreak Musket. It's what I bag, and I know from experience this one works pretty well. That's a great shot, of course. And one more, and you can see I'm not touching the aim point. I think that's key to this hole. You start messing around with the aim point, you'll probably start clipping branches. So, and then the Accurate Roll Sapphire, and this wind might be a bit of a challenge because it's going to go long probably. Let's see. Well, that one actually didn't, so that's pretty good. Yeah, that was a nice shot. Any sort of tailwind, and that disc can go long though, and then you get into trouble. And this is probably a good ace run disc too. I think I did get it with I think I've gotten the ace with this disc even. Um, let's see, continue, sorry. One more with the Accurate Roll Sapphire. Yep, you can see the ace run potential there, so that is a good disc. As far as the ace run, I think the only trouble is it can be a little bit much of a disc, and you can't find yourself deep with it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty straightforward hole. Really not all that challenging if you stick with something safe anyway for the birdie play. I'd say the Accurate Roll Musket default aim should be good to go. All right, hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something, and we'll see you around the valley.